So Ferris, please tell me about your volunteer experience at Capilano University. What is your volunteer position and how did you get started in this?
Right now, I'm an international mentor. I started this last summer and as an Osvino student. I went to the bowling night, I met other mentors and spoke to them, and I wanted to be one of them, so I applied in the mentorship and leadership program.
Great, so you mentioned that you applied as an 070 student.
Yeah.
What was the process like?
I had to write a resume, to be honest, and I haven't done that in my own language yet. So it was kind of hard searching for references and 20 minutes interview. Yeah.
20-minute interview, wow, that was a long process.
Yeah, and the process took like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So now you're an international student mentor. Can you tell me some of the activities that you've done?
Yeah, for this semester and the last semester, we organized the international orientations and new students for this 2 semesters, and for business students either. And we had an event indoor, like last semester in the International Festival Movie for International Education Week, collaborating with the Capilano Student Union. And actually, we just had finished our Whistler trip last month, and at the end of this year, we are having GS game, hockey game. Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of activities. That's great. And my last question is, what are some benefits of volunteering as a mentor?
To help others. It's the important thing. Either you meet people, new people, for me, practicing my English, and I believe if you help others, so someday when you need somebody to help you, they will help you.
Great, thank you. Hi, Haydar.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. So, Haydar, I was wondering if you can tell me a little bit about your past volunteer experiences.
Actually, I did 2 kind of volunteer experience in campus, and one of them with CIE and the second one with the food bank, which is outside the campus.
Okay, and how did you get involved with the CIE mentorship program?
When I was student in the EAP program, my instructor Carrie recommended me Stasha, she is the organizer of CIA for the international student, and Stasha interviewed me and she accepted me after when I applied online, and then after that I started to taking photographer with the CIA.
Okay, and can you tell me some of the activities that you were involved with?
We did several of them. One of them like bowling activities, and it was for the international students. We went there for fun. I took some photos and that was my job.
Okay, great. And do you have any advice for new international students?
Yes, absolutely. I strongly recommend the volunteer work for the international students to find anywhere inside or outside the campus in order to develop their skills.
Great. And my last question is, what's the purpose of community engagement?
I believe that to enhance the students and to give them overall view how is the work in Canada and how the job done in Canada, because most of them international students and they don't have experiences in Canada.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much, Haydar.
Okay.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So, Nancy, you are a current student in the Early Childhood Care and Education program. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience in the program?
Yeah, actually my program is really beneficial for students because they can study English and develop their major together. So I think it's good to combine to study together.
Okay, great. And as part of your program, you have to do community engagement. Could you please tell me about your volunteer experience?
I had volunteered in a daycare center around 7 months, and I went there once a week for 2 hours to maximum 3 hours. And then I spent most of my time with infants and toddlers.
Oh, so you worked specifically with infant and toddlers. It sounds like there would be some challenges working with such a young age group.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, I definitely had many challenges, but the most difficult thing was that to understand their feeling and their emotion, because sometimes children suddenly to cry. I know they have some reason why they are crying, but I didn't know why they are crying. So I asked the teacher about their own personality or their characters or perspective, and then once I get this information, it was really helpful to help them and support them more fully. And then the other one is when I was helping children to eat their snack or food, sometimes they just refuse to eat. So I was really confused and why they don't want to eat. So I tried to give them their own snack or fruit, for example like yogurt, and then they start to eat and they finish all the food of them. So it was really interesting and it was really fun.
That's great. And are you still volunteering there?
No, unfortunately, I'm taking a full-time course for this semester, so I cannot go anymore. But they have offered a part-time job for this summer semester, so I'm going to work with them for this summer vacation.
Wow, that's wonderful that your volunteering led to a part-time job. Thank you for sharing your volunteering experience with us. Could you please describe some of the activities you did?
Yes, so when I was volunteering, I did activities with children. So they did practice crafty stuffs on the Chinese phonetic symbols. So what they do, like, for example, they make one teacher brought a lot of different kinds of pasta, and they use those to make their own Chinese phonetic symbols.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. My last question is, what advice do you have for students who want to volunteer?
Yes, so I think participating is really important for students. If they participate, they will integrate really fast than not participate.
Great, thank you so much. Hi, Fiona.
Hello.
So, Fiona, you are a student in the EAP ECCE program. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience in the program?
Yes, I think this program is awesome because I can learn a lot of something new which I don't know in China. And I really like kids, so I want to spend time with kids because I have a more patience on kids, so I can learn something and to teach them. I think it's good.
So I understand you had to complete community engagement as part of the program. Please tell me about your volunteer experience.
Okay, last year I was a volunteer in the community activity. The activity name called Confucius Institute Day, which was celebrated 10 years anniversary from the 2004 to 2014. It's like a festival to show the different type of the Chinese culture. And it held in the Plaza of the Nation in the Vancouver. And the event time from the 11 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m.
So what did you do there?
I was a volunteer as a Chinese traditional painting teacher in here and to show some of the technique of the traditional Chinese painting for kids and adults to spread the Chinese culture of the spring in this festival.
So did you volunteer specifically with children?
Yes, during these activities, I saw a lot of kids really interested in that. Maybe the kids' age is from 6 to 10, and they curious of the brush pen and special traditional paper, and interesting in the ink and the water to which combine to make artworks.
Okay, so what was it like teaching Chinese traditional painting to these children?
as a traditional painting teacher, I couldn't teach very difficult some pattern of the animals and flowers to him, but I can teach some simple the simple and easy animals and like just a symbol, not to exactly the image, so children can try and to learn and to explore the other way to how to practice.
That's great. So can you tell me some other benefits of volunteering?
Yeah, I think in these activities, this activity is very successful because I thought a lot more and more foreigner people are interested in the Chinese culture, and some of foreigner people do good job in this Chinese culture because I saw that in this engagement, some presenter who speak very fluent Chinese. That point is very surprised me. So I think that's a good conversation between China and Canada. So I like this like a festival, so can show our ability to that.
Great. And are you still volunteering?
Yes, I like volunteering in that type of the festival. So this year I still go on with that.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, Bing. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Thanks. So you are a student in the EAP ECC program. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Okay, I like ECC program because the instructor offer us many materials and we can play those to know children's nature.
Great. And can you tell me a little bit about the volunteering you did as part of the community engagement?
Okay, I did many volunteer jobs last term. The first one is 5th Autumn Shift Festival. The next one is 1-to-1 volunteer tutor. The last one is Halloween Expo.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the 1-to-1 volunteer tutor training that you did?
That's the most interesting one because the instructor tell us the purpose of this training is to help the children without this ability to read. And another one is when children they read together, they may feel it's like a competition, but the 1-to-1 tutor may help children feel relaxed.
Okay, I see. So are you still involved with this group?
I'm not doing it, but I would like to do it in the future.
So it sounds like you had a variety of short-term volunteer experiences. My last question is, what are you doing in terms of volunteering now?
I'm still looking for some volunteer jobs related to childcare.
Well, thank you for your time, Bing. Good luck with finding volunteer work related to the childcare program.
Thank you.